Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, the abundance to the apostles and elders, great millstones, salutations to all Akim out there pushing his truth and all truth and sincerity diligently throughout the four corners. I'm the brother Shamar Amar from GMS Miami coming to you Akim with another video, okay? In this video, I'm going to run through a few articles, read headlines, and then, certain articles I open the article up and read a paragraph or two. And the reason being is because this morning, today is what? Let me see. Today is Thursday, April 26, 2018, and it's 9:42 a.m. right now. And I woke up like let's say like 20, 30 minutes ago, and right now I'm sitting in my backyard. The spirit jumped on me and just sit in my backyard since everybody else is still sleeping, and kind of scroll through the news feed. And within, let me see how far down I've gotten so far. I've gotten back to 3 hours ago. And from the point where the news feed starts to 3 hours ago, which is the last one I read, which is China flexes muscles with Guam killer missile, new drills near Taiwan. Okay, from when I woke up to this point, it's been nothing but situations going on with Trump in the Middle East and Iran and Syria and Russia and North Korea. It's been nothing but war talk, man. Okay, and that shows what season we in. And before I start, let me just get this precept, get it out the way real quick. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Okay, and I keep reading. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. All right, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to render and a time to sow, a time to keep silent and a time to speak. And this is the point. A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And we are in the time of hate, war. We are in the time of refrain from embracing. We in the time of mourning. We in the time of weeping. All right. We in the time, because the scriptures tell you, the Heavenly Father tell you, he would rather you be in the house of mourning than the house of feasting. Okay. We in the time of weeping. All right. We in the time. This is the time of breaking down, man. Breaking down and plucking up what the rulership of these Edomites, man. That the Heavenly Father is casting down these Edomite strongholds, man. He's breaking down their society, man. It's time for this society to go down, man. It's time for Jacob to be rooted in and be planted, man. Okay, so I go back to this. This is from Reddit's news, okay, and you click the tab and it goes to you click the tab and it goes to war. Let me see. I said war. Click the tab for world, okay. So I'm gonna start off by just scrolling down, So the first one I read was I read this headline: Understanding Kim inside the U.S. effort to profile the secretive North Korean leader. Iran won't accept any amendment to nuclear deal, senior officials. Okay, so this came out April 26, 2018. All right, and it was updated All right, this morning, a few minutes ago before I started the video, I seen it was updated, all right? And it reads, a top advisor to Iran's supreme leader said on Thursday, Tehran would not accept any change to its nuclear deal as Western signatories prepare a new package in the hopes of persuading U.S. President Donald Trump to stick with the accord. A May 12th deadline is looming for Trump to decide on whether to reimpose U.S. economic sanctions on Tehran. French President Emmanuel Macron said on Tuesday he has discussed a new deal with Trump in which the United States and Europe would tackle outstanding concerns about Iran behind its nuclear program. Any change or amendment to the current deal will not be accepted by Iran, said Al Akbar Vel It, if I'm pronouncing that right, a senior advisor to Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Al Khamenei, the semi-official Iranian news agency Fars reported. If Trump exits the deal, Iran will surely pull out of it. Iran will not accept a nuclear deal with no benefits for us. Uh, uh, Ve'ati told journalists. Okay, so these Iranians, man, all right, these Persians, they're not trying to switch. They're not trying to have their deal that Obama set up with them switch up, and Trump is trying to switch it up so that there's no. He's basically trying to impose the strictest sanction on Iran, man. And Iran said they're not down for it. And a few weeks ago, I read an article where it says Iran said, in a roundabout way, if Trump pulls back, they're going to go straight back to their nuclear program, man. So what is that going to cause, man? It's going to cause more tension and more heat in that region, man, which is Yapa, man. Okay. The next one I was reading, you see, you got Russia presents unharmed Syrian to OPCW, Western allies stay away. British Interior Minister faces calls to resign over Wabush scandal. Facing calls to resign, UK Interior Minister Rudd says committed to job. Trump says he is weighing options for North Korea meeting, okay, which is the meeting that they're going to have on that denuclearization, man, which in turns, North Korea says the reason why they shutting down their nuclear program is because they've reached their goal, man. They got a nuclear warhead, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 15, who knows, but they have nuclear warheads, and they now have intercontinental ballistic missiles that are able to carry those warheads overseas to target American cities, man. All right, which they was having problems with before, man. So they've done resolve the issue of a nuclear missile, man. So that they're done with that, man. They're done with that. Just like, Russia doesn't have to, sit there and run nuclear programs anymore because they have a stockpile, man. Just like America doesn't have to run nuclear program because they have a stockpile as well, man. Okay. Missile maker MBDA plans tie-ups not take over in U.S. push. Let me see this. I ain't see this new. European missile makers MBDA prefers to form cooperation agreements with the U.S. companies instead of using takeovers to gain access to the large U.S. arms market. Okay. There's not a plan to take over U.S. companies. There is a very tight regulation, and our view is that to partner with large U.S. companies in the preferred option. So yeah, I'll look into this a little later, Lord willing. Uh, what else? What else? That I ended up getting at. All right, boom. Russia sees no room for change. Additions to Iran nuclear deal. Foreign minister. Russia Russia does not see any room for changes or additions to the Iran nuclear deal. Foreign minister spokeswoman Maria Zakharova said on Thursday. Okay, so even the Russians have that mindset, like, bruh, don't change the Iran deal. Okay, uh, ahead of Markel's trip to U.S., Germany downbeats the trade tariffs. All right, and Germany expects U.S. tariffs on European steel and aluminum products to kick in on May 1st. A senior government official said before Chancellor Angela Merkel travels to Washington to meet U.S. President Donald Trump on Friday. So them tariffs that America had placed upon the UK, they about to kick in May 1st, man. And you know what that's gonna do, man. Once these UK companies start losing money, man, they're gonna start looking at America with an evil eye, man. And then guess what you're gonna have in a roundabout way, from all the pressure that America is causing in the Middle East, and America sanctioning or imposing taxes on the UK, and then sanctioning Russia and other countries that go through the UK. The UK is gonna be losing a great deal of money, man. And then them losing that much of money, guess what's gonna happen, man? They're going to want to go to war with America to get that money back. And that's where you have those scriptures, the beast shall hate the whore, man. Because America's gonna do a lot of fucked up shit to cause the European Union, okay, and NATO to backfire on these bitch asses, man. Okay. Keep reading. This came out 49 minutes ago. Russia, Iran, Turkey foreign ministers to meet in Moscow. Agencies. So, what are they gonna talk about, man? All right. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov will meet with his Turkish and Iranian counterparts in Moscow on Saturday to discuss Syria and the Iran nuclear deal. New agencies cited Russian Foreign Minister spokeswoman Maria Zakharova as saying, naturally, there will be an exchange of views on current regional and international issues, including the increasingly acute situation around the implementation of the joint comprehensive plan of action on the Iran nuclear program. Interfax news agency cited Zakharova as saying, man. So Russia, Iran, Turkey's gonna meet and have talks, man. All right, they're gonna talk about the situations that's going on in Syria, the situations going on in the region, the Iranian deal, and at the end of the day, you know what's gonna end up happening. They damn near gonna close a pact, man. All right, hey, me and you, let's be allies, man. All I'm seeing is if everybody's about to start, sides are getting chosen right now, man, for this war that's about to kick off, man. Okay, and if you don't see what's going on, you're going to get caught up in that madness. Okay, let's see. Armenian foreign minister meets Russian counterparts to talk. Russia, man. Russian foreign minister Sergei Lavrov held talks in Moscow on Thursday with his Armenian counterpart Edward Nalbandian. Russian Foreign Minister spokeswoman Maria Zakharova told reporters. Armenia is a close Russian ally. Armenia is a close Russian ally. So why is Russia and Armenia talking to reestablish their pact as allies, man? And you've seen examples of that in the scriptures, man. Okay, in the Maccabees during the time of the Maccabees, guess what was happening, man? I believe it was the Romans at the time when they first came into power. They kept going around after every new Caesar or new leader, if I'm correct. They would go around and do what? Reinsure that they still the allies that they had before, even though it was a new head, that they're still going to be allies if war comes about, man. Renewing their pacts, so to say, man. So that's what we see here with Russia and Iran and Turkey, and Russia and North Korea, Russia and China, Russia and Armenia, Russia and Syria, you know, etc., etc., and the list goes on and on and on. It's nothing but these world power, these world governments, okay, going around and reissuing the pact that they made with certain allies that they had, man. Okay. The next one I wanted to get at, man. Let's see. Scrolling. I was scrolling, and most of these articles I put in the group chat I have with the brothers in this camp, you know, and whatnot. So, you know, Lord willing, I put these links in the description as well, man, for you brothers to be able to read. Okay. Keep going, and that's when, let's see. Salakia. Just looking at something. Alright. And then this was the last one, and which was the China flex his muscle with Guam killer missile. And after that I'll read this. Israel will hit to I read this first. Israel will hit Tehran if Iran attacks Tel Aviv. Minister. Israel would retaliate against any Iranian attack on Tel Aviv by striking Tehran, Israel's defense minister said in remarks published on Thursday as the arch foes face off over Syria. So Israel talking big shit, man. These gutter rats, it's something about these gutter rats, man. As we get closer to the end, they're apparently their balls is growing into balls of steel, man. And guess what's gonna happen, man? Steel melts in nuclear fire as well, you fucking gutter rats. So your balls of steel, you being so cocky and going around the earth and boasting and being cocky and pumping at everybody, the Heavenly Father gonna bring you down via thermonuclear fire, man. All right. All of this is just a big buildup for what? World War III, man. And it's beautiful, man. Because if Israel is doing all this big talk shit, man, guess what's going to end up happening, man? The scriptures tell you the least of the flock shall draw them out. Israel already caused America to go back into Syria and fully, in the roundabout way, fully indulge in the Syrian conflict, man. All right. Because what? Israel sent their jets and shit to shoot at certain bases within Syria, man, and that caused what? That caused retaliations on both sides, on the other side, and which caused America to be brought into the war, man. All right, this is going to be epic, brothers. Keep your eyes open. Stay on your watch. We are in beautiful times. We are in great times. We are in horrific times, man. All right. So I get this, and I get two more precepts, and I close out. This is This article reads: China flexes muscles with Guam killer missile. New drills, new Taiwan. China confirmed on Thursday that it had put into a service a new missile that Chinese media has dubbed the Guam Killer for its ability to hit the U.S. Pacific Ocean base with a conventional or nuclear weapon. China is in the midst of an ambitious modernization program for its armed forces, developing stealth fighter aircraft carriers, and advanced missiles as it strives to become a world-class military by the middle of the century. So, hey man, China, what? Come on, man. Why would they build a missile dubbed Guam Killer if they know the U.S. has a base in Guam? All right. To do what? Scare the shit out of Japan into getting their shit together, man. All right, China's basically letting these freaking little islands around them know that, hey, at the end of the day, when our shit the fan, remember who's the closest to you. America not gonna be able to help you on this side if they too busy getting their asses nuked. We gonna come fuck your shit up. So you better remember who the fuck side you on. And any fucking Americans in your islands, we got the firepower to eradicate them, man. And invade your fuck ass, man. Roundabout way, man. Hey, this war gonna be beautiful, man. It's hey, man. The scriptures tell you Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. Okay, he's the Lord of Sabaoth, man. The Lord of armies, man. The Lord of hosts. Come on, man. And you see how he playing it out. It's a beautiful war game, man. It's like the brothers was talking yesterday, man. Me and Akim was talking yesterday. It's like a game of war type scene, man. The Last Samurai type scene with all this build up in for this big war, man. It's Yappa, man. Cause through this big war, through America getting destroyed, that's how we're gonna get saved out of this place and get delivered to get the kingdom, man. This war has to happen, man. This war must happen, man. You know. So like you real quick, send this to brothers. All right. Yeah, man. So let me get these precepts real quick. Next precept I wanted to get is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 29. All right, and it reads, "Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow camp against it round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done, do unto her. For she hath been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel," man. So the Heavenly Father is telling these nations to camp against America, man. America being Babylon, camp against her and shoot all their missiles at them, man. And that's what's about, and that's what you see is in the making, man. These countries are banding up together to do what? Camp against America, man. And then them camping up against America was going to end up coming to play. The red button brigade is going to come out, man. Everybody's going to be hitting that red button, turning those keys and hitting that red button, and their final destination, majority of those missiles, final destination, 200 million missiles, man. 200 million missiles of those red buttons being pressed is coming over here to America to liquidate this place, man. To vaporize this bitch. Yeah, man. It's Yappa, man. It's Yappa. If you don't find this beautiful, man, you in the wrong spirit, man. If you don't think this shit gonna happen, you're gonna get caught up and you're gonna die in that shit, man. Okay? And the last precept I wanted to get, boom. And these are the words of Yahushua. I started and I start at verse 1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him to shew him the building of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be turned down, thrown down. Verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So the disciples wanted to know what would have been the signs of the end of the world, man. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. So we're supposed to take heed that no man deceive us, man. All right? That's why we are always supposed to do what? I forget what was that church called, man. The ones that Paul and the disciples, you know, like bigged up for their diligence in searching whatever the disciples, the apostles said unto them, man. They went back and searched. All right? That's how we're supposed to be. That's why the apostles always say what? Do your own research, man. Whatever they say, do your own research. Even though the apostles all be right on what they say, they tell you to do your own research for what? So that so you don't get deceived. Because if that's not your belief, you'll get deceived, man. Okay? You'll get caught up with these Nazariah ass niggas out here, man. Or these flat earthers, man. Or these or all this other madness. Because of what? Because you're not doing your due diligence, man. So you're supposed to be taking heed. You're supposed to hear some crazy shit like 12 tribe sign is not it's going off, and you're supposed to what? Let me go do my own research and search out the scriptures, man. And you're supposed to search out the scriptures and realize, oh shit, this nigga bugging. All right. Now, if you had just gone with it without doing your research or whatever the case may be, or without going back into the scriptures, you would have took heed and you would have been deceived, man. All right. Verse 5, for many shall come in my name, saying I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And that's what these niggas, these Fallout dudes and Nate and these other pseudo-Israelite groups, they're doing. They're coming in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, or quote unquote Christ, whatever name they want to come in, man. And guess what they're doing? They're deceiving many, man. And the ones that are being deceived by them did what? They did not take heed. They did not take heed. They just went wherever the wind took them, man. You know? They had itching ears, man. They won't root it in. All right? And this is the point. And I'll close on this. Verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So all these things must come to pass, man. These wars, rumors of wars, it must come to pass, man. Because what is that? But it's not the end yet. Why? Because what? Because we know that we're at the end. Once that RFID chip gets forcefully mandated, man. Certain prophecies still have to come into play, man. Okay? And that's the major prophecy that we still waiting on, man. All this wars, rumors of war is the beginning of it, man. All right? Because that's what's going to lead to what? It's going to lead to countries needing more money. It's going to lead to presidents turning into dictators. It's going to lead to them turning into dictators, to them wanting to implant everybody with the chip. And then from them implanting everybody with the chip, or trying to implant everybody with the chip because the elect is not going to take that chip, and Lord willing, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ratazah, all right, he keeps us, man. He keeps us, Lord willing, we part of that elect. Lord willing, he keeps us from that hour of temptation, and we, you know, he pours his spirit on us to refuse that chip, man, because it's easier said than done, all right? The scriptures tell you if the spirit of the Heavenly Father not upon you, you're going to fold in that day, man. So Yahweh Ratazah, he keeps his spirit on us, and we refuse that chip, man, and we reject that chip, man, all right? And he keeps us, man, because what? Once that chip gets fully implemented, that's it. We home, man. We home. Shit, brothers going around saying we home. That's why the scriptures tell you be not troubled. Because why? Why don't we not need to be troubled? Because this is us going home, man. We are on our way home as we speak, man. Okay? We are on our way home as we speak, man. So brothers, man, stay in the spirit, man. Pray, man. Pray more, fast more. When the spirit jump on you, fast, you know. Continue to love Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Stay in the doctrine that was taught to you, man. Okay? Continue to be brothers and love your brother and care for your brothers, man. All right. Continue to better yourself and as a servant of Yahweh Shem Shai. Study, okay. Read, watch your videos, meditate therein, man. Okay, because these times is getting hot, man. All right, the cool of the day is about to turn into the heat, man. That heat that come at that noonday, man. Roundabout way, man. The calm that's before the storm is about to get real stormy, man. So, brothers, lock in, man. If you're not locked in by now, you tripping, man. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still room for repentance, man, and mercy, man, to be poured upon you, man. So lock your ass in, man. Lock your ass in, man. Get out that war is me spirit, like the brother Karab said. All right, if you're in that war is me spirit, get the fuck from around me, man. Lock in the spirit. Gird up that fucking loins, man. Get you, hey, be a man, man. Be a man of Yahweh Shem Al Shah, man. Ask for more faith. Ask for more wisdom. Pray your works, man. So pray, man. Pray without ceasing. Ask him, man. Ask him. If you need more faith, ask him for more faith. If you need more strength in the spirit, ask him for more spiritual strength, man. Okay? If you need more discernment, ask him for more discernment, man. In sincerity, without wavering, and it's gonna be given to you, man. All right. So you know, Lord willing, this video is edifying. You know, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem HaKakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all Akim out there pushing his truth and all truth and sincerity diligently throughout the four corners. Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem HaKakadash, Barakathum.